It is end of day on May 3rd, 2024, and it's almost 6. I had thoughts about going a little further, but I am going to call it. That's an 18 plus mile day, plus probably a mile and a half of road walking before getting picked up. Great day, all kinds of stuff, busy day, just with a lot of cool stuff going on. You'll see in the video. But yeah, I've got to set up my tent still. I just figured I might be too exhausted. There's my bag, not unpacked. There's no water up here, but I just drank like a gallon of an orange Sprite combo off a soda fountain in a little store. Ate half a pepperoni pizza and them fries. So I'm gonna set up my tent and crash for the night. It's a nice little spot. All to myself. It's a nice fire ring, but I'm too exhausted to start a fire. Hope you all have a good night. Back at it tomorrow. Here's a recap of the day. And good morning. As Willie says, we are on the road. Again, not quite the road, but you know what I mean. The road home, I guess. Quite a climb this morning. Raven actually did it last night. He ended up doing 22 and a half miles. The 16 with the heat were plenty for me. The 30 years I've got on him definitely showed the last couple days. He's trying to really start to do some miles because he's got a wedding to go to, and he wants to try to finish. He was only going halfway anyway, so, but he wants to try to finish before he has to get off trail to the wedding. So I don't know if I'll see him again, but I enjoyed hiking those 300 miles with him. Really fine young man. It was a good time, but I need to stick to my plan. My whole goal was to do 14 miles a day for the whole trail. If I do a few extra one day like yesterday, then I can do a few less today. But today we're gonna shoot for Hogback Mountain Shelter. It's 15 and a half, but it's nice today. We got some sun, and it might be the last sunny day for 4 days. So they're calling for possible 4 days of rain in a row. So maybe we'll do a little bit more than 15 and a half today if we're feeling it. Hope everybody has a great day. I don't know, maybe it's because the trail is often in trees, but there's just something about hiking in the field that stops me every time. I don't know, I just think it's cool. There's usually like that one lone tree or two lone trees, but it's just pretty cool. This is just one of many memorials I've seen beside the trail as I'm hiking. I'm always curious when I see them. Well, it's 10 o'clock, and that seemed like a good time for a break. We're about a little over 2 hours in, I guess. And This little sit-down spot here with a tree and there's a fire here in front of me. It's actually a nice little stealth site. It was at the 6-mile mark, so that seemed a good time to stop. So we're making good progress. The 10 miles by noon thing is, I think that's going to be my new SOP, you know, barring weather and things like that. I think getting those 10 miles done by noon is a very good mental thing as well. That's always the biggest part of the day. If you can get 10 miles, then really I only need 4 more to do my average, because that's all I'm looking for. So I better woof this bar down and get going, or else I'm not going to hit my 10 by 12. This is Oscar, Ashley, and Shiwi. They put on an amazing trail magic buffet, if you will, at Devil's Fork Gap. It was a very welcome sight because it was just around lunchtime between 12 and 1, and they had everything: hot dogs and tuna packs and clementines and PBRs and Mountain Dews, the whole shebang. So it was awesome. So as you can see by the pictures, just had the most amazing trail magic at Devil's Fork Gap. Oscar, Ashley, and Shiwi. Shiwi, he's 2019, class of 2019 for PCT. He lives 5 minutes down the road here. I had a hot dog, ketchup and relish, Clementine, banana, 2 chocolate chip cookies, 2 Mountain Dews. I think that's it. And I got a freeze-dried meal from him, and a packet of tuna, and a candy bar, a couple of Snickers, some other stuff to go. So pretty sweet. Very nice. So glad the rain held off so they could set it up. But just something like that right in the middle of the day is profoundly helpful. Mentally, physically, everything. It's just, I don't know, it's just goodness, you know? And just everybody's kind of just hanging. So much fun. Much thanks, guys. Appreciate it. That crew you saw back there was the CMT, the Carolina Mountain Club. They were doing a bunch of work out here today. Cutting trees, putting in new water bars, new steps. As you saw in the picture, they were building a new bridge, brand new bridge, which was pretty sweet. Went across that sucker, sturdy. And I made sure to let them know how much I appreciated their work, because as a maintainer myself, I know it is a lot of hard work, especially when you get those big down trees, and you never know what you're going to find in the spring. So thanks so much, guys. Appreciate you all and all the hard work, and the candy bar you gave me as well. Thanks for that. Oh boy. We're rolling the dice now. About a half mile north of the shelter that I was planning to go to tonight. Hog back at the 15.5 mile mark. But it's only like 3:30 or close to that. And I had those 2 Mountain Dews earlier, and man, I got that hit of sugar, and I'm really craving like a Gatorade or like a Schweppes ginger ale, or you understand. So from that shelter to the next gap, which is like the low spot where roads are, it's 2.4, probably 2 now. 2 miles from there, I guess, west, there's like a, I don't know, convenience type deal. So what I'm trying to do is, before it rains, get to that gap, hitchhike 2 miles to that store, and then just go from there. If I have to walk the 2 miles back to the trailhead, that's fine, or I'll just find some place to tent. I'm not super picky, but I would really like to have a Gatorade tonight. So we're pushing on, rain or not. We're beyond the point of return. Wish me luck. All right, as you saw, we're 1 for 1. Made it to the market. Had a pizza and some highly recommended Howdy fries. Now I'm back on the road. 'Tis the life of a lonely hitchhiker. I'm 0 for 2 coming back this way, but you know, my career was a lot of rejection anyway, so just keep showing up, right, Mike? Someone will pick you up. And an update. 6th car picked me up. Blasting Dr. Feelgood by the Motley Crue. It was a sign. I love that song. So I'm back to the Gap, Sam's Gap, and I need to go up over that hill over there. I'm just gonna sit here, relax a tad, and then hike up in there, and the first flat place I find, I'm putting my tent down for the night.